It is a beautiful day here in the Twin Lakes Taiga on the After Hours SMP server. But I have been working on a community project for the last week or so, and I needed to gather a bunch of coarse dirt for it. It's the Nether Tunnel, and I spent a lot of time here in this biome pulling up coarse dirt, and I just made a complete mess here. And now I have to clean up that mess. However, I'm not going to clean up this mess right now. I wanted to show you some other community projects that have been taking place, like the spawn area. Spawn and the Laketown area of spawn have been really coming together, so I want to show you the progress that's been made on that by John and others on the server. In addition, we're going to get rid of the trees and do some terraforming on this episode. I may even try to get some ancient debris. We'll see though. I already got some in the intervening time between the last episode and now. However, I didn't really get enough, and I have specific methods for doing things with that, and I don't have wings yet or rockets. So it's really hard to gather a lot of it at this time, but I definitely want to go down there and get enough and become fully decked out in that kind of gear. For now, my tools, they're probably going to remain without netherite. However, I have one bar, and I think I have enough to make a couple more. So we've got a good start. Well, first I'll show you what I've been working on. The community project that I've been a part of for a while now is the main nether tunnel for the people in the west. And yeah, I've done a lot of work, but as you can see on the schematic here, there's still a lot to be done. I did find out a cool thing though that I didn't know before, which is you can press MC if you have the Lightmatica mod, and you can choose the layer that you want to build and just do it layer by layer. And I had no idea that that was a thing until I asked somebody. I asked Sunny, I think, well, it'd be nice if you could do it layer by layer, and he said, well, that's how you're supposed to do it, kind of. And I looked it up, and it was a thing. So the lesson learned is that you should always look things up and see if that's a thing. Brought to you by Carl's Jr. So yeah, it's a work in progress, and this redstone and boat contraption probably, I think that's going to be... This all has to be finished as well, but I'm not super good with redstone, and this was a different setup than I'm used to for the rail system. So we're going to leave that alone for now. Wow. Yeah, this is great. Spawn is coming together. Got the stock shop. I'm guessing that says. That looks lovely. I believe... Is that Sunny shop there? I think it is. I might be wrong about that. That's Sunny shop, I think. And... oh wow. I don't know if I've been to that one yet. I don't know if that was a thing when I first... Is it still being built? That looks like a geode. Somebody's been working on that. It's definitely not like a naturally formed geode. Oh, there's whatever this is. We have a lot to check out already. Okay. Maybe I'll go to this more modern looking one. I think, because I've been to a couple of these shops already, obviously. I like these boats. Oh, and you can actually sit. That's cool. Just doing a little photo shoot here. Well, we should dock somewhere. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I found a diamond spear. Oh wow, I haven't even used a spear yet. I guess it's, if you get to speed and momentum, then you do even more damage. This might be my new favorite weapon, actually. This is the bookshop. Okay, so the bookshop is Little Smoky's shop. The stock shop we saw earlier, that is Sunny's shop. Okay. I just looked at the Discord to see. Wow, this place is... I forgot that there was this little reading room in the front here. Probably should not go up there. That's not for us. It'd be nice if... I think, just as a... I think that they should maybe put some books in here, but yeah, that's up to them as well. Yeah, I found that, like, putting... Yeah, it's hard to blend these two together very well without adding some books, in my opinion, but to each their own. I still like this place. I really like the fact that there's a sitting room in the front here. Like, and I'm wondering if they're using this brewing stand to stand for, like, you know, coffee, just like I'm thinking of it. You could just imagine having a coffee out here and reading something. All the books, yeah, that's pretty much all that's back there. But yeah, I mean, you've got, yeah, I like the aesthetic in here. How long has it been since I've slept? I was in the Nether for a long time, so hopefully I do not get attacked by phantoms. These pathways are pretty beautiful, and I love the ambiance of the firefly bushes or whatever they're called. Those things are pretty dope. I need to put more of those. I need to put those in my base. And hear that sound with the fireplace and the sound of the clock all at the same time. Alright, so here's the stock shop. We haven't quite pathed out to it yet. Yeah, there's rockets. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really need rockets yet because I'm still walking everywhere. I already got some happy ghasts. I definitely... That's something I should do soon, is awaken a ghast. Because I haven't done that yet. Plenty of food for sale. Probably re-up. Ol gave me some food recently. But I'm already almost out. So we are going to grab some food here. Maybe we can just ask somebody to sleep. Just don't want to get attacked by these... damn sky rats. I'm hoping this path goes all the way around. It should. And I just need to make sure that I'm not ignorant of where it leads. I think last time I was here, I had some problem with the path. And I don't know why. The One Diamond Shop. You know... that's not a bad deal. Maybe I do need some health potions I can chug. Instant health is a big deal. But I don't have a... we don't have an end chest in here. Although, ooh, I could make a copy of some smithing templates. While I'm here, I will look in my web browser to see what the armor trims that are here would look like. I would really like something stands out. I think I'm going to pick up the Coast armor trim. I think that'll probably be the best one. Shoot. Okay, well, I need to put this back and find an e-chest. I like how every time I open a door with a spear, it's just pointing the thing out Oh, so you can keep it charged. I see. But then you get fatigued after a minute, maybe? Something like that. Alright. Oops. Take these things and a ton of diamonds. You make... Copy. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I don't think I want to get any more trims yet. It just seems like a waste of the diamonds I have. I need those, especially to even put netherite onto my gear. I'm going to need gold and ingots and the templates now. All of the things. Okay, so I don't know what this shop is. Now I do. Treat yourself. Oh yeah, this is John's shop. Oh yeah. Beacons, baby. Yeah. I forgot that you actually have to make a beacon. You know what? How many of these do I suppose I would need to make a emerald beacon? Hear a horse. Hear a horse moving about somewhere or something. 164. So 164 divided by 8. Once again, I have to do this online because math 20.5. So I need 21 of these. 9, 18, 19, 20, 21. My inventory is full of junk. Oops. There we go. Okay. Alright, I've got enough. I've got a beacon now. So that's cool. I should definitely put some of this stuff away so I don't continue to have this inventory problem right now. Well, here now you see my haul from... I went to a bastion. I got this netherite ingot. I found some ancient debris at the bottom of lava lakes. I found 2 smithing templates. I've got a squirrel's head. I've got a snout banner pattern. I've got a block of gold. 7, actually. I've got the main ingredient to fuel these adventures into the nether. Now, I have a beacon. The last time I checked this shop, it wasn't finished. And there were a bunch of creepers. Oh. Much better now. Now, I thought there was supposed to be a main house at spawn. I don't know if it's been changed or if it's not going to be built yet, but I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. Wow, what's this place? I don't know if I've been here yet. I heard something click. Oh, it was the pressure plate I was standing on. Okay. Yeah. Sweet. Basalt. Various new shrubberies. Well, I've nearly spent all of my money, so I don't really have the money for any more of that stuff right now. But we have more shops to check out and more things to marvel at. I like the design of these street lamps, I guess. Yeah, oh yeah, they're street lamps. They only come on at night. That's great. This tree is awesome. That's a good tree. Circuit supply. Ooh. I like that. Now I wonder, is he going to make piston doors. We shall see. I really like this design. Oh, that's so cool. Solar panels. Duh. Yeah, that's an antenna. I like it. I like it. And this must be... Oh, that's cool. That's amazing. That's a grill. And there's campfires underneath that are... Oh my gosh, dude. That is sweet. Neat. We can go inside even if we can't get inside. See? Wow. Oh, and that must be the staircase where we'd be able to go up to the second floor where I'm at now. But that's enough trespassing. We'll let Ol figure out how he's going to stock his shop. In the meantime, let's include our tour. Yeah, so I wonder if there's going to be a spawn house at some point. I haven't been keeping up as much with the progress on the common shared stuff at spawn and all of that stuff. There's a zombie down there for sure, but I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but who knows. That is pretty much the tour of Laketown. Hope you enjoyed that, but I think it's time to go and set up a beacon and get rid of some trees. I brought home the beacon. I literally brought the beacon home. I paid for it with my money, brought it home, and now I have a beacon. All right. I have to select what I want it to do. I have some gold. I have some gold for it. Okay. 1 gold for... Aced. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to choose a secondary effect for the beacon. Right? Or I can choose one. Oh. I need a wider base. There we go. Now I can go to haste 2 or... Yeah, we're going to do haste 2. Okay. Now, that change is a little drastic. You know, I did eliminate a lot of the trees. But now, as I work on this area more and more, I can work to kind of frame that view with better trees. Better spruce trees. I kind of want to do my own custom ones. Probably like some great big ones on either side. And then like smaller ones as well. Who knows exactly what it will look like in the end. Of course, there's all of these leaves in the way, but I can see much more water. I can see the lake there, finally. And yeah, I will terraform this area here soon, but I wanted to do some other things right now. First of all, we need to bring some happiness into this area and a way for me to fly without wings. Looks like I'm gonna have to pull out every last shulker box that I have and see which of them, if any, have the happy ghasts. The dried ghasts, I mean. Then... if I don't find them readily, I guess we'll just hydrate the one that I'm using for decoration. It's the very last one I look in. Oh, but I also found these more armor trims. That's cool. Okay. We've got our dried gas. Now I just need a water bucket. Good grief. I have problems. Don't we all? Yeah, that's okay, you know? It's okay to have problems. More money, more problems. Alright, here we go. That is our first achievement. No, third. I don't remember. I got an achievement earlier, though, right? Some kind of advancement. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. And there's one other thing that I wanted to think about doing here, which is getting this smithing table set up. Maybe I'll just put it here for now. And... wow. Amateur hour over here, folks. Where do those armor trims go? Oh, I left this outside like a doofus. Okay. That's what I did. Alright, are you ready for the most important upgrade of all? Serious dedication. Crazy. That is some stuff. I am really happy I did that, even though some people might say that's a waste. The hoe is really useful now. It really is. Yang found a way to make it useful. Now we will smelt some ancient debris, but unfortunately I do not have enough diamonds to replicate my upgrade template right now, so for now I think I'll try to go get the ingredients I need to make a harness for my ghast buddy. I think I need 2 glass, 1 wool, and several leather. So I'm gonna go into the woods here and see if I can't shear the very first sheep I find, and then we can finally have the power of flight, albeit pretty slow flight, in my base, be able to survey the land without using free cam, and bring the level of cheatiness in that way down a notch. I do know how some people are kind of uncomfortable with free cam because, well, I could use it for some pretty cheap purposes, but rest assured I only use it to get a better vantage point on some builds. I will occasionally use it to see what is beneath me, but only to see the contours of a cave, where I might be able to exploit a natural entrance like this that's coming up, I believe. There's definitely a crevasse in the ground here that is making it pretty difficult to navigate this area. Alright, I've got my lime harness ready. And now I just need to wait a little bit longer until my buddy becomes a little guy. Until my little buddy becomes a little guy. And then a big guy. And then I can be happy. Once and for all. How about this? While I'm waiting for him to enter the next stage of his development, I'll go back inside, and there was something I had on my mind, and then it just escaped me. You know how that happens? I'm sure it's happened to you. There was an idea. Oh yeah, I was gonna grab some dirt and turn it into... We have a mod on this server that some might say is cheaty. I think it's fine by me. We take some water, we can put it in a cauldron, and you'll see in a second here what it can do. You take the dirt and you throw it in the water. You jump inside, above it, and voila, you've got mud. You still have to do a lot of different things by hand with the mud, but gets the job done a lot quicker. Cheaty or not, I don't like to screw around too much with the mud. And it might be a little bit better if it took down the water level over time or something. I don't know, but it feels like what you could do in real life. You know, you put water in a cauldron and you add some dirt, you've got mud. But I think what I'm going to do with this mud is, as I was saying earlier, once we get to terraforming, I might try to just kind of shell this, wall off all of this cavern and ravine here, and with mud, or you know, make it look nice and all that jazz. Oh, there's a axolotl down here. And also kind of modify the rest of this, or do various things to it so it's a darker color. And then we just fill this pit with water. We just fill it up to the same level as this, the same level as this. Or, you know, well, you know, we could do a waterfall, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna find out what happens when I do it in a little bit here. And that's why I made all this mud, because I thought it would get me to starting it a little bit and start placing it down eventually. But no, back to the ghast. It looks like he's getting happier by the day, by the second. Oh yeah, I think I need snowballs if I want him to turn into it much faster. So it might be a little bit before this transformation takes place. I might have to head back to spawn really quick with my diamonds and pick up enough enchantments to make that netherite hoe fully enchanted. I can go repair my pickaxe quick and do all this stuff off screen and come back and wait with my hoe. I'm naming it Grimm's Dedication. Oops. Oops. I shouldn't use that one. You know, it's don't use that one. But it looks like I may be allowed to use this one. I'm gonna be lazy and well, no, I should definitely go ahead and repair my pickaxe at the ender. But I'll spare you that because, you know, but if you record everything, sometimes interesting things happen, like you use an anvil that, is it more decoration or is it there to use, you know, like. Okay, all of my equipment is like new again, and I just appeared home again because of being in the end and jumping right back into my bed, essentially. So we can go outside and check the progress of our ghast, and then I'll be ready to do the thing that I need to do, and that is the terraforming. But I want this ghast to appear first. We have to have our priorities in order. And the first priority is getting on this happy ghast. Yay! Hello, little buddy. You're a friend. You're a friend indeed. Literally a floating cloud. Yes. Whee! I can fly. I can finally fly. I am way up in the sky. I love this. So, I think what I can do is probably use him to fly down in here. Oh Lord, there's a lot of stuff happening down there. We're gonna stay away from there. So yeah, I think I'm going to take some rest for this after this section of the video has been finished now. And then I will come back and do some terraforming, and we'll see how far we can get with that in the episode. Now I've got a happy guest, and this makes me very happy. I'm gonna call him Gilbert. I think. Gilbert the Ghast. Gilbert Ghastly McGhastface. Alright, so in the middle of starting the editing for this episode, I kind of realized that the footage I had for terraforming wasn't very good. I didn't really talk that much. And I just think it would be better to show you the end result after really only like 2 hours of terraforming. I just, you know, when I have time, I come in and I do a little bit of things. And I think I was able to do this pretty efficiently, but just show you the progress so far. So what we're terraforming over here is basically trying to extend this lake into this water area here. And then that's going to transition down into there, where I have added some mud to the bottom of my new lake and some cobblestone. The blocks might change. The shape of this might change a little bit over time, but I was going to sit on it for a little while before I completely fill it up with water, because I don't want it to come off in a bad way. And I really just need to think about the shape of everything here. Eventually, I'm going to make a path from the house to down here, probably along this axis here. Similarly, there will also be a path going down towards the other lake, and that way we will have access to both lakes from the house. We'll get rid of this beacon. This is not a permanent beacon. It'll go somewhere else, and there'll just be a nice path up to the house. I don't know how that's all going to work out, but I've already got about 35 minutes in this video, so I think it's probably time that we call it a day. I thank you for watching. Again, if you like or loved this video, please share it. Comment what you liked, what you didn't like. Suggestions for my base, whatever you want. And become a part of the community that is growing here on the Grimgar channel. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Yeah.